Hi. Today we'll be talking about the research assignment for Unit 6 or Lesson 6, Science Application. So basically what you're going to do is research the number of hours of daylight at your latitude. So you're going to want to go to Google Maps and look up latitude, and that's how far we are from the equator for some of you guys that have forgotten since 3rd grade. Determine the latitude of your location. What you're going to want to do is create a trigonometric function that represents our daylight usage, because it is cyclical. Okay, and you might have a combination of sine and cosine. You might have a combination of sine, cosine, tangent, or a mixture thereof. But basically, is what you're going to be doing is creating your own model of data and just working with it. And you might have to change the amplitude. You might have to change a lot of things for it. So let me show you. Okay, so let's go to trig functions. There we go. Okay. So when you're modeling data of what we're doing, okay, when you're modeling like daylight hours, okay, you're probably not going to be using tangent, but you can use it as a combination to kind of create something. You'll probably use either sine or cosine depending on what time of the day. Let's say we use cosine. Okay, A controls the amplitude, so if you want more daylight, I'd have the y-axis probably represent the daylight and the x-axis be time, so like time of the day. Okay, and B is going to change your frequency, so whatever number you choose for B, just make sure it represents the right frequency for the daylight hours. Okay, so let's change that back to 1. Because if I go to 0, it's going to be really funky. Okay, H is going to be your phase shift, and technically you could represent a multitude of trigonometric functions with the same phase shift, but if you want to just keep the phase shift at 0, or if you want to add some, you can to do it too. Okay, K is your vertical shift, so I would recommend keep it at 0, unless you're talking about, probably if you're talking about summer, you might have a positive K, because you're going to have more daylight hours. And let's say that your numbers above the x-axis, or your numbers on the upper part of the y-axis are your daylight hours, and the numbers below are your nighttime hours, and you could have that represented that way. Okay, all right, and just remember your formulas. Your amplitude is the absolute value of A, your vertical shift is K, your period is 2 times pi divided by B. Now if it's tangent, it's pi divided by B. And your phase shift is just the opposite of whatever this number is, divided by B. Okay? So as long as you keep those in mind and just go with it, you're going to be doing really fine. But I highly recommend either sine or cosine just to work with, okay? Alright, and that's pretty much it for the research assignment science application. Please use an almanac to keep track of the actual dates, because you don't want to make an actual trigonometric function that doesn't make sense with your latitude or your longitude. Okay? Thank you guys very much and have a great day. Bye.